Welcome to another YouTube video with Bantam. Today is going to be styled a little bit differently, and we're going to be playing a game that everybody's heard of. It's called Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, the only reason that I go ahead and I decide that I'm going to play this game on YouTube is because GTA 6 is coming out right around the corner, one day before my birthday. So hopefully, by the time I'm done recording this video series, I will be able to give to you GTA 6 playthroughs as well. Let's get into it. Alright, welcome to the start of the video. We start off our journey in Canada. We're in Canada. We start off in a high stakes situation. A bank robbery with Michael, and that guy in green is Trevor. Trevor is like, let me in, motherfucker. So the guy lets Trevor in, and then what do? You also go in, because you're not just there to hang out, you're there to rob the fucking place, you're there to beat people up, and unfortunately no one's gonna do it for you. So you go ahead, you usher these people in there. You say, get off your asses, get in the fucking room, right? They get up, they get in the room, and then Trevor comes out and he's like,
all set, phone it in.
you do that. After you do that, shit literally explodes. It's fucking crazy. But anyways, you run in there, you grab some money, and then Michael's like,
there's enough here for us all to enjoy.
Depends on how you look at it.
yeah, that's just some crazy ass foreshadowing. And then we go ahead and we just blast this dude in the face. It's kind of unfortunate. You know, he's just a bystander trying to do some good. But he's dead now. So you move past that and you just run over here, you get in some cover. Then your boy Brad
I'm setting the charges.
sets more charges. And then the timer goes up. He goes boom. And then what you doing? You're fighting for your life. You're trying to get the fuck out of there. You shoot all these cops. All these cops are dead. Look at me. Look, I'm murdering them. Fucking murdering them viciously. I don't care at all about these cops. So yeah, once you're done killing all these cops, you get in this car. You meet this guy.
Took you so long.
This guy's really important, trust me. He's gonna be around for a very long time. So you guys all drive away together, you, Brad, Trevor, and all of a sudden this cop car comes up out of nowhere. And then he starts blasting. He's like, bam. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, that guy gets shot. He's not important anymore. You ran the cops off the road. And you just keep driving and driving and driving. And the next thing you know, you're gonna end up at this area with these cops. And Brad's like, yo, chill, bro, there's cops. And then Trevor's like, yo, you chill.
The train, man.
And then you get ran by a train. Boom. Right in the ass. And you spin out. Everybody's tripping. It's crazy. But yeah, after that, you start having a little miscommunication. They're like, oh man, we gotta get this chopper to get out of here, man. And then Michael's like, it's this way. And then some random dude out in the way is just like, murders Brad. Does not give a fuck. But not only does he murder Brad, he comes back a second time and gets Michael too. Motherfucker. Anyways, now he's killed Brad.
T, you gotta get out of here.
Michael's telling T, get the fuck out of there. Starts saying he's gonna bleed out. And then the next thing you know, Trevor's just blasting, murdering these cops, and he runs away. Takes some random lady as a hostage. I don't know who his bitch is. She's probably really important. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, she's not important. She just runs away. And then the screen fades into black. Epically. When you come back, you're at Michael's funeral. This guy starts talking at his funeral. It's the priest. He's talking about Jesus and how Jesus was crucified with a couple of thieves. So like maybe we shouldn't judge Michael for dying as a thief, you know. But none of that really matters all that much because, you know, Michael, yeah, he's still alive. And he's looking at his own funeral. He's like, man, fuck this shit. This is retarded. This is stupid. This is stupid. I'm gonna get out of here. So he does. And then there you are. You're in GTA 5. You're in the game itself. You pass the prologue. And you skip 10 years. 10 fucking years. You join Michael. He's having a therapy session talking to some stranger he doesn't really know, but he pays the stranger to listen to his problems basically. And the stranger goes, you know, how are your kids? Michael basically says, my kids are fucking stupid. They don't take advantage of the opportunities that they have. You know, when I was their age, I was robbing banks and shit and making money because that's the opportunities that I had. They don't appreciate their life is what he's saying. So he's like, you know, I'm gonna get out of here. That's kind of it. Now you're in San Andreas, the beautiful city of you know, things to happen, and you know, there's like people and cars, and there's strippers and prostitutes and bodybuilders and boats and all sorts of cool stuff. And you know, it's also where two great guys live. Who are these guys? Well, thanks for asking. They're actually Franklin and Lamar. The two dopest, gangliest motherfuckers on the goddamn planet. And Michael happens to meet them and says, if you're looking for some cars to steal, they're over there. Michael and Lamar, they're there looking for some cars. Franklin's not really impressed by Lamar asking, you know, Michael, like, where's these cars at? Because he's like, you know, you might as well just be telling everybody that we're here to steal some fucking cars. Lamar's like, nah, dude, we doing this shit legally, it's fine. So they find the cars. Franklin gets in a car. Lamar's like, damn, dude, that's crazy fast, you know. These cars are so cool, crazy fast. So you just start driving away. You start talking about, you know, like, be careful with these cars and shit. Because this guy that we're repossessing them for, you know, if we damage them, he might take some extra money out of our shit. So they start racing, bumping into each other, running people over, going real fast, turning all these corners and stuff. And basically the whole time they're just saying, you know, Simeon, bro, he's got opportunities, but if we need more opportunities, you know, we gotta work on that, bro. And it's just not very deep past that point. But yeah, you make it to this little garage. Lamar says bad joke. Talking about something flowing through somebody's ass. I don't know. But then you drive away. You lose the cops, because the cops are looking for those cars, obviously. So you start running away. You lose the cops, and then you deliver the car to the guy that you're repossessing them for. This guy has his own dealership, which is this one, obviously. It's got a little guy at the front. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you get out the car and you meet our most favoriteest character's son,
You are all the same. You're
Jimmy.
disgusting.
This racist insulted me.
Hey, what's up, fool? Who you calling a nigga?
No, I'm not calling nobody a nigga.
Wait, what the fuck?
I mean, N-word.
Jimmy doesn't really get the best representation here. You know, he's a good kid. He just has a hard time not saying the N-word on the video game. And he's come here to spend his dad money on a new car. So Franklin and Lamar see that and they're like, you know what, we're just gonna let Simeon scam this kid. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. We're gonna go home. And basically all they talk about on their way home is, well, Lamar talks about how Franklin's aunt has a fat ass and how he's trying to smash.
What's up? Can a low come up in your crib?
This is like the best scene
Fuck you,
ever
I'll
in the
see
whole
you
game.
at work.
Oh, nigga, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, nigga. Maybe you got rid of that old yee ass haircut you got. You get some bitches on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon or lawyer she fucking with. Nigga.
What?
Yeah, everybody knows that scene. This is literally the best scene ever in the game. I let the whole thing play for a reason. But anyways, you're Franklin. You come up at your house. Your aunt lives at your house because you live at your house with your aunt because you and your aunt own the house together. And yeah, you got some stuff to look at, and that's about it. So you leave. You get a phone call from your boy Simeon, and Simeon's like, "Hey man, the market, it's a bitch, bro. You're gonna have to get over here, steal some more cars. You know, I'll let you know when you're here." So you drive all the way over. You get there, and when you get there, you meet Simeon. Simeon starts telling you some crazy ass shit. You know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say this.
That you are employee of the month, huh? Anyway, congratulations. It wasn't easy picking a winner.
Basically, Franklin's just like, "Hey man, I'm trying to get my life straight," and then Simeon's like, "Yeah, bro, fuck you." So Lamar shows up and he sees this going on, and he starts, being Lamar. So you'll see him as he shows up. Whoa, Daps.
You fucking with me, right?
Yeah, bro.
Man, we both being fucked with, dog.
Man, knock it off, man. For real, after all the motherfucking work I put in, man.
Man, fuck this employee of the month shit, homie. I'm sitting up here trying
What
to
you
get
mean, fuck this employee of the month shit, man? When there's some shit to be won, goddammit, I want it. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm talking about? I take no prisoners. I go hard doing this shit. Big dog, big nuts. When names is on the motherfucking board, I want to see my name at the top of that motherfucking. Next to it, it needs to say winner.
Maybe next month, huh?
Man, fuck next month, Simeon. What about today? I demand a retrial.
So yeah, after that, Simeon's just like, "Nah, fuck you, bro. Go get this bike off some gangbanger." And then yeah, they drive away. They go to get the bike from the gangbanger, and they basically just have a conversation about how they're gangbangers, and that if anybody's gonna steal a bike from a gangbanger, it ought to be some gangbangers. So yeah, you jump over this fence. You get into this little area where these gangbangers live. You punch some homeless dude in the face. Sneak past the truck, and you just keep going. I punched Lamar here. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, basically you get to this garage that the bike's gonna be in.
Man, ain't this about a bitch? Ain't no motherfucking bike in here, man.
No
Yeah. And then there's no bike. It's kind of crazy. Huge plot twist. You get in a little gang shootout. You kill some dudes. You blow some stuff up. It's crazy. This is just like one of the many shootouts you get in. I don't know what to say about it. None of these guys are important, clearly, because they all die. This car blows up too. It's crazy. But anyways, the bike that you're here for just magically shows up at the end, and then Franklin gets this great opportunity to get on it. It's super convenient. And you go away, you get the bike. But anyways, this little area, I don't know, this is just me driving to where we're supposed to meet up, but this guy right here fucking knocked me off my shit. I just unloaded like 2 whole clips into his ass and drove away, but I fucking ran into this thing, and I was just like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna drive all the way back around, pick up some speed, which I definitely managed to do, and then I hit this little like speed run strat to get up. Yeah, none of that's really important, and the most important part is I get back to here, and Lamar's fucking crazy. He's talking about, that's that Apache blood in me, and that's why I murked his ass, and they lucky I ain't scalped their ass, and all that crazy shit. And then Franklin's just like, "Yo, we can't repossess the assets of a dead man, motherfucker." And Lamar's like, "Yo, fuck you, bro. I'm gonna steal the assets of a dead man." So yeah, and then that's it. So Lamar's gone. Franklin goes to meet with some lady named Tanya. And all you gotta know about Tanya is that she's just like a crackhead who doesn't like to say that she smokes crack, but she affiliates with crackheads, and anyways, they gotta go like help some dude who's supposed to be Franklin's cousin, but it's not really Franklin's cousin, it's just some guy that he knows. And if he doesn't help him, the guy's gonna lose a bunch of stuff, and it kind of sucks. So in order to help, Franklin's gotta get in some damn tow truck, drive halfway across the town that he's in, I guess, and go tow a car, I guess. So yeah, he tows a car. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There's not a whole lot to this mission. It's not really like super entertaining. But you meet Tanya, and I guess Tanya's great. She's a vibe. You know, she's a crackhead that does cosmology. But yeah. And then after that, you go home. You know, you avoid your aunt 'cause she's crazy. You get a little insight on her though. She's trying to rejuvenate her womanhood. Basically, she's just trying to make her pussy tight again. And you know, Lamar comes up out of nowhere and just tells Franklin again that his aunt has a fat ass. And then he's like, you know what? Actually, come on, bro. We gotta go do some stuff to make some money. And Franklin's like, yo, what are we doing, bro? And Lamar's like, yeah, we're just gonna go steal somebody. Nothing crazy, bro. So Chop gets in the car, Lamar gets in the car, they all get in the car, they start driving away. Start having a conversation about like, man, we gotta get our lives together, and like we can't be just gang banging all the time, cause like we've been getting into some sticky ass situations and like we ain't making no money, bruh. And then Lamar's like, hey man, it's fine, bro. But anyways, they get to the spot. This is the dude they're trying to steal. I don't know why he's talking to this shorty, but she don't want nothing to do with it. She all like, you know, there's a million OGs out there. You ain't gonna put no X pill up my butt, and I ain't gonna want it, and like, y'all ain't gonna share me. I don't know, it's crazy, bro. But after the conversation, they just end up chasing his ass. They chase his ass down the road, use some crazy special ability, you know. I don't know. You just chase somebody again. So you drive around until he like, I don't know, he can't handle it no more. He just gets run off the bike. Then you have to go chase his ass even more. Keep chasing him. There's not really a whole lot to this mission either. This is like the tiny one. You just kind of like travel the distance. But I run so fast that I'm able to just like catch him and punch him in the face. It's kind of funny. But yeah, then you gotta follow Chop around. He's a troubled fellow. I don't know. He's supposed to find D, and all he can do is find other dogs. So yeah, he's gotta deal with them. And then you can just, you know, push him away and open up one of these containers. D's in one of the containers though, and he runs away and gets bit by Chop, and he's like, man, that bitch just bit me, man.
Shit, hey Lamar Davis, is that you, nigga?
Nigga, shut the fuck up. Just get in.
Yeah, that's you, nigga.
Yeah, anyways, he recognizes Lamar. So then they start like, you know, monologuing about like, we're gonna sell your ass for 40 grand and all this crazy stuff. And then, you know, they start going home because they're gonna sell him from his house, I guess. But then when he goes to call people about the fact that he's got D, Franklin's like, you know, you calling him on the cell phone, bro? Like, they're gonna trace the shit in a second. So yeah, he takes Lamar's phone, throws it out. He's like, man, fuck this shit, this is too risky. He tells D to get out. And then he drops off Lamar, and Lamar's just like, yeah, man, I'm fine, bro. Like, they ain't gonna get me. I'm a gangster. So yeah, that's kind of it. Franklin drives away, talks to Simeon. Simeon calls another dude racist in order to try and sell a car. I don't know what's going on with Simeon. He's got his ways of making money, but I don't get it. But anyways, he tells Franklin that Jimmy, the kid that he just sold that yellow car to, has already missed a payment, and he's worried that he's gonna like damage the car. So he's telling Franklin to go get said car and bring it back, and you know, not to do any more damage to it. But he also lets him know like, hey bro, I know you stole that bike, like it's kind of messed up, you better bring this other car back or like you might lose your job. So Franklin breaks into this person's house, steals the car, steals Jimmy's car, you know, drives all the way back. But little does he know, Michael, the guy who really hates his life, father of Jimmy, is in the back of the car, bro. He's tripping, bro. He's crazy. He starts
That's
talking.
the place?
Yeah, this the place, man.
Whoa. Drive into it. Right through the fucking window. And fast. Or I'll put 2 rounds in the back of your skull and do it myself.
Man, you can't be for real.
I look like a fucking joke to you.
Man, Fuck my life, man. Fuck.
Do it.
But yeah, you're supposed to drive through this window. And clearly that kind of messed up. Anyways, Michael has Franklin drive through the window, and then you become Michael, and you just start beating the shit out of Simeon. You tell Simeon that he's a scammer, he's a piece of shit. You start whooping his ass. You start whooping his ass with the car. And you throw him around, and you're like, yeah, fuck you. Then after that, you drive all the way home as Michael in a car that don't belong to you. And, you know, it's kind of it. You just end up at his house. And you just end off on this spot where you become the man that you started the game off as. So, yeah, that's kind of all I got for this episode. It's about 20 minutes, crunched down into this is about an hour long recording, crunched down into about 20 minutes of content. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do this again. Do another episode just like this. I'm in the dark now. I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, hopefully this is a good video. I'm gonna try and do it again if you guys like it. You can subscribe too if you want.